Welcome to Pet Pals. I'm Bethany Davidson, the Humane Educator here at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center. We're going to introduce you to just a handful of our adoptable pets in this episode. While the small animal room is relatively empty right now, we do have 3 rabbits available for adoption. And while some of our rabbits are often shyer and not as handleable, the rabbits that we have right now are amazing. They are super confident, very friendly, and would actually make amazing rabbits for first-time rabbit owners. Right now, Sven is our longest resident of those 3. He's been with us since September, and he is a very handsome New Zealand mix. Sometimes people are a little put off by the all-white rabbit mixes, especially those with the albino trait and the red eyes. But we can assure you there is nothing dark or mysterious or sinister about Sven because he is such a little love bug. All he wants to do is be lavish with attention. When you come into the small animal room, he comes right up to you. He wants you to pet him. He wants to play. He is a happy little guy, and he is got the trademark super soft bunny fur. Can't say enough good things about him. He is, again, a great rabbit if you're looking to have a first-time rabbit pet. Transitions really well. Is just a fun little guy. He's about a year old, so a long life ahead of him with a family. But before anyone jumps into rabbit ownership, they do have some more complex care needs. So it is important to make sure that you're doing all of the research before you guys make these critters part of your family. So make sure you're checking in. House Rabbit Society is a great place to do that. And if you want to, if you've already taken those steps and you want to make Sven part of the family, go to visit fcac.as.me to book an appointment to meet him. November is Adopt a Senior Pet Month, and while we don't have a ton of older animals available for adoption, we do have a few, particularly on our cat floor. The oldest of those right now is Bunny. She is a 10-year-old domestic shorthair, and she has the greatest markings. She's basically all white except for the brown tabby markings on the top of her head and her entire tail. So she has a very unique look, and she is her personality is just as great as her physical appearance. She can be a little bit shy at first, but she is a super sweet girl. She comes out fairly quickly when you open her cage. She wants you to pet her and love on her, and she's just so sweet. She has a lot of potential, and because she's an older cat, she's accustomed to living in a home. She is an owned animal, brought to us because her family was having some financial issues. They were moving, so she has a lot of experience in a home, no issues in that home environment. She's a little bit nervous here in the shelter, but that's understandable. And hopefully in another loving, quiet home, she can definitely blossom. Not only does she have experience being, a house cat, she has experience living with another cat. In fact, Aisha is another older cat on our adoption floor. She came in with Aisha, and they both previously lived with a smaller dog as well. So they have experience there. So if you're looking to add a feline to a multi-pet household and you have a soft spot in your heart for those animals that are a little bit older, then stop by and check out Bunny. And in order to do that, you're going to need to go make an appointment at visitfcac.as.me. In an adoption floor filled with your standard domestic short hairs, Astro is definitely a standout. He is our Siamese mix, and while he's only 2.5 years old, he is quite the old soul. All the other younger cats are constantly, playing with the toys and reaching out and grabbing for your attention, and he's just like perfectly content, snoozing away. And then when you open up the cage and he knows you're going to interact with him, he comes right up to the front and immediately starts purring. He is initiating petting. He flops down next to you. He just wants to be lavish with love. He is a super sweet guy. Unfortunately, this is Astro's second stay with us. He was adopted with another one of our felines back in April. And unfortunately, there were some medical issues in the home wanted to make sure that the person who was ill was not going to be affected by the cat fur and things like that in the home. So they brought both Astro and the other cat back to us. Pocket has since been adopted, so Astro is still waiting. So if you're looking for a unique guy who just wants to be loved, Astro is a great fit. And while most Siamese cats are a little bit on the chatty side, Astro is definitely a quieter guy. He's more of a purr kind of guy, purr machine rather than a big talker. And he hasn't been playing a ton, but we recently found out that he really loves the wand toys. He loves playing with the toy part. He likes playing with the stick end. So that's something that is a good way to engage him and win him over. So a great option for somebody who's just wanting a cat that's gonna, hang out on a lap and be, very happy. But again, a cat that does well in a multi-pet household as well. If Astro is what you're looking for, go to visit fcac.as.me to begin that process. Another one of our seniors is Taz. He's actually housed in kind of a bunk bed situation, if you will, with another cat named Mina, who is also a senior. And both of these guys came in together, and we'll be talking about both of them. But first up is Taz. He's 9 years old. He is white with brown tabby, and he is a super sweet guy. He unfortunately came to us because his owner was unable to care for him, unable to afford just basic care and maintenance. So he's here looking for another chance at a forever family. At 9 years old, he does have some medical things, primarily that he's overweight. So a little bit of diet, a little bit of exercise will help him there. And then he is missing a significant number of his teeth, but his other teeth are something that probably needs to be cleaned in the near future. So, things that are fairly common for older cats. He can be a little bit shyer at first. It takes some time to win him over. But once you do, he's very affectionate. He's very sweet, engages in some play. He likes to hide underneath of blankets and things. And the volunteers are really loving him. And the great thing about when you come in to visit, if you're coming here when the volunteers are here, they really spend a lot of time with the animals in a different way than maybe the staff are able to, and they're often very willing to engage and talk to you about the different behavior and personalities that they see in the cats to help you find the right fit for you. Another great thing about Taz is that he did come in with Mina. So if you're looking for a pair, a lot of people do want to take home two cats. These guys already know each other. They've been separated for a little bit, so they will need to be reintroduced, but they have previously lived well together. So that's always a great option as well. If you're interested in one or both of these guys, you can head to visit fcac.as.me to begin that process. We mentioned with our last guest that Mina came in with Taz. She is his younger friend. She's about 6 years old, and she is also a beautiful cat, brown tabby mix, and she also has some issues with her teeth. So we'll need, likely a dental in her future. And her senior issue is that she has some early cataracts. So that's something that we'll need to keep an eye on, when you're taking her to the vet, making sure that, we're keeping up with that and altering her daily activities to make sure that she can see properly and that, she's not startled, things like that. Mina too can be a little bit nervous at first, but she is a little bit more confident according to the previous owner than her friend Taz. She's a little bit more playful, and she has quickly shown herself to be quite the lap cat here. She's constantly sitting on volunteers' laps. That's made it a little bit easier because she is on a bottom cage. She can just plop right up there. She's very sweet, very loving, and again, because she's used to living with another cat, she will hopefully do well in a multi-cat household with proper introductions, although louder cats she seems to be annoyed by. Or if you're looking for two cats, Mina and Taz are great options to be adopted together. Again, they've been separated for a period of time, so they will need to be properly reintroduced to each other. And senior cats are great. They're established. If you're looking for a lap cat, we know that Mina wants to sit on laps. And if she's willing to do that here in this stressful environment, then she's definitely going to be willing to do it at home. And if you want your home to be that spot, you can go to visit fcac.as.me to begin the adoption process. Fanny is about 4 years old, and she is one of the cats with a very unique story. A lot of people, when they're adopting, they want to have that rescue story to tell, and Fanny kind of has that situation. She came to us as a stray in the end of September, and she had a traumatic injury to her tail, and she also she had some abrasions and things like that on her face. And when we didn't know what happened, her injuries reflect maybe getting stuck in a car, things like that, which is where her name kind of came from. We're like, what if a fan belt caused the injury to her tail and she became Fanny? So to help her heal properly, we did have to amputate the remainder of her tail. So now she has a cute little bobtail that definitely sets her apart from the other cats, and a very unique kind of scar on her nose. That's also a distinguishing mark and gives her a little personality, a little character. While Fanny can be a little bit shy at first, she does warm up fairly quickly. She really enjoys playing. Even when she's a little bit nervous and doesn't necessarily want you to pet her yet, she wants to play. And she's really starting to come alive since we were able to give her a larger cage, so she can run back and forth and really engage in all three sides of that cage. And she has a lot of potential, and we know that she can show even better potential in a home environment. And while she did have kind of a traumatic start to her stay, there's nothing going on with her that needs ongoing care other than your standard vaccinations and preventatives. And she's good to go. She's ready to start her life in a new home with a new family. And if you want your family to be the place where she's, gets to have her happy ending, her happily ever after, you can go to visit fcac.as.me to start that adoption process.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed meeting these amazing adoptable pets. Keep tuning in for more.